Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to Gossip Committee. I look like a complete and total mess right now. And that's mainly because I have no fucking time to do this ever. Um but I'm doing it. And you guys, honestly, you need to feel special right now because I am giving up my precious relax and watch Love Island time to be here with you because I love you. But I want you to know I'm missing Love Island and sitting on the couch being a bum and getting on my phone in between commercial breaks. So, and also I'm doing this at the end of my day after I've put the kids to sleep, figured out dinner, worked because I'm a working girly now. And usually I'm like, nope, not doing podcasts at the end of the day because my brain doesn't work. I don't have the energy and I'm just not going to know what to say. But we're doing it because this is literally the only time I have. And it's important to do this episode because guess what? I had to delete my last episode because your girl, you know, I can be problematic. And I guess I got too personal. And Lucas was like, yeah, no. No, really though, he was like, what the fuck, Victoria? Like, delete that. Like, you cannot talk about, you know? So everybody that got to hear it, yeah, you know the vibes. And the people that didn't get to hear it, shit, the people that didn't get to hear it or just like binge watching like episodes like 1 through now are probably like, wait, there was like a month and a half break and now she's back and her last episode was blah blah blah, and now what has happened in that last month. Okay, so I'll speed it up and I'll give you basically a rundown of what I talked about in the last episode that I had to delete, that is no longer here, that is not an episode anymore. Basically, I talked about how the entire last month had been like a struggle, financially, relationship wise, like parent struggles, mental health struggles. And now you're like, oh my gosh, all of this happened and you went to depth about it on your last podcast and now I don't get to hear it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but you can thank Lucas for that. But honestly, like, I get it. He wanted me to delete the episode. Sorry, my hair's all over the place and I look so tired right now. And I also have a crater on my head the size of Mars. So let's just ignore that. That was literally a pimple. And Callie tried to pop it. And now this is where we're at. So I didn't get hit in the head. Callie's like principal or whatever today asked me if like I got hit in the head. So no, I didn't get hit in the head. It's just fucking, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we were just like I was just like really struggling the last month in all areas of life. And I was trying to get used to like the transition of, like work and Callie pre-K. And then also I was like, do I even want Callie in school? Ow, I just hit my head on something's wrong with me. I just hit my head on I hit my lip on the mic. Okay. Yeah, just my constant anxiety and overthinking about Callie being in school and should I homeschool him and should I not? And do I want to live on a farm with chickens? And no, I don't even like chickens or animals or grass and nature. Like that's not the vibe really, honestly, for me. But yeah, so I'm just like stuck in between like, what do I want? And like, what is the vibe and what's going to happen with my children in terms of like schooling and stuff. Speaking of school, Callie was a naughty boy last week and the teacher had to approach me and I like, okay, so you know what I struggle with, guys? I struggle with, because I'm constantly, and when I say this, like I'm very serious. I am constantly trying to live in God's image, like literally be a person that God wants me to be, like be a nice person, not be toxic, handle things the right way. Literally WWJD, what would Jesus do? And it always puts me in this kind of like weak position because honestly, like, and that was another thing. Lucas was like, if you're, yeah, I didn't like that he said this, by the way. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, don't say that shit to me. Like, that is fucking rude. He's like, if you're really as religious as you say you are, then you will delete that episode because like you can't be talking about people like that, calling people out like that. Sorry, I had to call some people out that were literally bullying me, manipulating me, gaslighting me, treating me like I'm just some hoe on the corner and not Lucas's wife. What the heck? Like, what the heck? I was just sick of it. So I called some peeps out, and I shouldn't have done that because even if, okay, I can say family. I can say family because that's not me calling somebody else. But like, even if family treats you like shit, I guess you're supposed to just, you see, I don't even know what I'm saying because it all sounds really fucking stupid to me. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So I'm stuck in between like, oh, I need to live in God's image, but then also like, when is it okay to be confrontational? Because like, so Callie's teacher came out. Gosh, I hope they don't listen to this. Oh gosh, Callie can't get kicked out of school. But Callie's not going to get kicked out of school. I'm just talking about what happened. So basically, Callie has a little friend. They've been fighting all day, apparently not sharing, hitting each other, which not cool. Like, I teach my kid not to hit, but toddlers will be toddlers. Like, it's going to happen. And so I'm like, Callie, you cannot hit your friends. Like, we don't treat our friends like that. And he's like crying. And oh yeah, the teacher like withheld gummies from him. Like, I guess everybody in the class got gummies except for Callie and maybe the kid that he was fighting with. I don't know. Callie told me he got gummies. The teacher told me he didn't get gummies. Whatever. They withheld gummies from Callie. So Callie came out crying, and then she looked at him and was like, I'm not your mom, so I don't care that you're crying. And I was like, oh. In that moment, I didn't say anything at all because I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But then after I started to process it, I was like, hey, that was kind of harsh. That was a little bit harsh for a 4-year-old. So anyways, I tried to make an appointment to talk to the like owner, principal, whatever. And it ended up not working out, I guess. And see, here's another thing. I'm too laid back. They're like, oh, like I showed up to meet and then like she wasn't there. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. Like, just let me know whenever. Like, I'm trying to be non-problematic and nice and like chill. But then Lucas is like, Victoria, like, you need to talk about the issue. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's handled. Like, it's handled. Callie just, I don't know. I told my mom about it and she was like, withholding treats from him like he's a dog, like that's bullying. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say. Shit, I need to stop. Like, I'm gonna have to delete this fucking episode too. Anyways, I don't think it was bullying. Like, if he was here at home, like having an attitude and hitting Milo or something, I would withhold treats from him. And no, I don't think that it's me treating him like a dog. I don't know. I got to figure out like what feels right to me. That part honestly didn't bother me. What bothered me more was the like, I'm not your mom, so I don't care if you're crying. Like, I thought that was like the hard part. And so, oh yeah. So anyways, after like talking to some of the teachers about the situation, I was like, they were like, oh, like, you know, I'm talking to you and not the other child's mom because, you know, Callie's really mature and like he can talk very well. And like, I know that he can understand things. So I know if I tell you and you talk to him about it, like he'll understand more. Well, here's the thing, guys. Just because my child is really verbal and communicative, is that a word? Communicative? That sounded like I butchered that. I don't know. Anyways, just because he like is really good verbally and vocabulary wise, he's still 4. He still acts like a 4-year-old. He still has 4-year-old impulses. He's still going to like make 4-year-old choices. So don't start expecting him to act like a 7-year-old because he talks like a 7-year-old, you know, like he's still 4. So yeah, I'm already stressed out about the school thing anyways. Like if I want him in school or homeschool or private school or charter school or whatever the fuck. So it's like when things happen at school, it's like, oh my God, am I making the right decision? Am I making the wrong decision? Am I like, is he okay? Like, are people treating him right? Is he treating people right? Because like, I'm also not going to be that mom that is like, okay with her child being a dick, because like I'm not okay with that either. Like I want him to be a kind human being, but also he's 4, so all 4-year-olds are kind of like dickish. Not really. Callie's, you know, he's kind of different. But like I wouldn't have it any other way. I love him. He's my special beautiful child that I love very much, and he doesn't drive me crazy at all. Okay. So that happened. Okay, guys, that happened. And I'm just dealing with that shit right now. People are going to start blocking me. Like I already don't get invites to things. People are going to start really not inviting me to things because they're going to be like, Victoria, you're going to talk about this on your podcast, and I don't want this on your fucking podcast. You guys, if you don't want me to share something on my podcast, just say, Victoria, by the way, this is a event that cannot be shared with the podcast. Or Victoria, like we're having a girls' night tonight, don't share this on the podcast. And I'll respect that. I will. Okay. I got a listing. That's good news. And the person wants to buy 2, but I'm not going to talk about the listing too much because I don't want to fuck it up. And that I could totally fuck it up. So just wanted to share with you guys, I got a listing, but we're not going to talk about it because we want to keep the good vibes, and we're going to sell that motherfucker, and I'm going to make a bag. Oh, this was a really sad situation, and I hated it, and I had to like be chill about it because like what the fuck else am I going to do? But basically, like I have a friend that lives out of state. My mom knows agents all over the place. Because my mom does like networking events and seminars, and she gets together with these people and stuff, whatever. So, I have a friend that lives out of state, and they talk about like buying a house and stuff like that in the past like year or 2, whatever. And so I asked my mom like, oh, what's a good agent in this state so I can refer them so I can get a agent referral fee. So I literally referred them to this person like a year ago, but then like now they got in the buying vibes where they're like getting approved and they have like an approval letter and they're starting to look at homes and stuff. So I'm like, okay, yeah, just reach out to her. And so like they're trying, but like for some reason she's not answering or something. Like, I don't even know what happened really. I don't even know what happened really, but basically my friend reached out to her. The chick didn't get back to her. So she started working with their lender's wife that also happens to be an agent, and literally looked at like a few homes. And then when she's telling me she's like looking at homes, I'm like, okay, hey, mom, like, do you want to make sure this person's gonna like reach back out to her? Because like she's starting to look at homes with like her lender's wife. Like can this? So basically my mom gets involved, and honestly it's my fault. Like I should have gotten my mom involved before, but by the time she did finally get involved, they had already made an offer, signed an agreement to like stick with the other agent. And yeah, like she lost the deal. The lady lost the deal and she dropped the ball. And I had texted her like a few days before I got my mom involved. I had texted the lady saying like, hey, my friend's approved now. Just want to let you know, I'm Glenda Baker's daughter. and I referred these people to you, and this is like their price range. So if you could get on that, that would be amazing. And she didn't. She totally dropped the ball. And because of that, they are going to be closing this month, and I'm going to lose $5,000. So that is really depressing because we just had to pay Lucas's attorney literally yesterday $5,000, which is also really depressing because like I was going to say, if you listen to my last episode, you know that I could really use $5,000, but you didn't listen to my last episode because I had to delete it. Anyways, I could really use $5,000 for multiple reasons. So yeah, that was unfortunate. I wanted to be a little bit sassy with the agent and be like, hey, like I texted you and I never got a response, but I chose not to do that. And then I also wasn't going to like make my friend feel like shit about it because it wasn't even her fault. But like I could have been like, no, like I could have begged her, like, please use the other agent. But I'm like, I'm also not going to beg my friend to do that. Like, and they connected with their agent. So it's like, whatever, like it is what it is. God is going to, bring that back around in other blessings, and I have faith in that. So yeah, guys, that was shitty, but we're over it. Like I was so over it. Like, okay, here's the thing. Stuff like that, if that had happened in the past, like a few years ago, I would literally allow it to eat me alive. First of all. Second of all, I probably would have let it create tension between me and my friend when like it literally is nobody's fault except for, yeah. So like, and also like, it's just, even when it is somebody's fault, like, is it worth me like stressing out about or like going after that person or calling that person out? Like, it's really not. To me, it's not anymore. And this is something I've prayed about, and God has literally granted me peace in just being okay when things don't work out. That is one of the things that has been so amazing, is that like I've prayed so many times for like, hey, when something doesn't work out the way that I want it to, that I've prayed for, at least grant me the peace I need in my heart to not feel so much like tension, so much anxiety, so much like turmoil. And homie comes through every time, because like I sit in my feeling for a minute. I sit in my feeling of like, fuck. And then I take a deep breath. I'm like, you got this, bitch. It's okay. It's going to come back to you. You're good. Don't bitch anybody out. And just continue to be a boss ass bitch that knows how to control her emotions. And the amount of power I feel from that, guys, it's like nothing else. So that's the vibe. And you know what? I know I say that's the vibe. These are the vibes. This was the vibe. Like, I know I say that constantly, but like it's just the vibe. So I'm not going to stop saying it. I want to go on a girls trip really bad. Like, I don't know. I'm craving a fun girls trip with like fun girls, like girls gone wild. No, just kidding. Like, basically I'm trying to have an orgy. No, just kidding. No, just, yeah, I'm kidding. There I go. Like, this is what I do. I talk about like, oh, I prayed for this, and like I love it, and like God just blesses me, and then I start talking about orgies. No, I literally just want to have a girls trip where I just like drink a little bit. Okay, so I know that drinking is not for everybody, and that is good. When you make the choice to stop drinking because it is a problem in your life and you stick with that, that's admirable. Admirable. Oh my God. Why am I butchering every single thing? That's admirable. Okay. But I have never had an issue with alcohol. I've never been addicted to alcohol. I've never leaned on alcohol for coping with things. I just drink alcohol like for fun because it turns me the fuck up. And I don't know, like, yeah, and I can turn the fuck up when I'm sober, but for some reason, for alcohol with me, it's like a little bit more fun. It's like a little boost, okay? So like, if you're sober, that's great. I'm proud of you. I'm not sober. Well, the most of the time I am. That's the point. Like most of the time I'm sober and I literally only go all out like on occasion. So I want to have a girls' night where I just get drunk and I just have fun and there's like no judgment and we're just singing and dancing and just having the time of our lives and can't stop laughing and like skinny dipping in a pool of an Airbnb, you know, in private, not like around other males. And eating good food. Like I want to have a girls trip. So if you want to have a girls trip, hit me up because I deserve a girls trip. I think I'm going to go to Neo. I don't think I am. Lucas doesn't even know this, but I'm going to the Neo concert. What, like, is Neo? I'm sorry. By the way, I literally I don't know anything about Neo right now. Like, is he still making new songs or is he just having a concert and like playing all of his old songs? Because if he's singing new songs, I literally haven't heard a new Neo song in forever. But I'm hoping that he's just going to be playing all of his old songs because I know all of those. So I'm going to go with my girl to the Neo concert. That's fun. Haven't done like a girls' night kind of like that in a very long time. So I'm very excited. I have a wedding next month and Callie's in the wedding. He's a ring bearer. Is that how it is? So clearly I don't know vocabulary because I keep I keep butchering every single word that I'm saying today. But he's a ring bearer. I think that's it. He's a ring bearer. Oh my God. He's going to like walk a ring down the aisle and he's going to be in a wedding. And I'm like low-key tripping. I'm like, okay, he's either going to do amazing and he's going to be like the life of the party and like the cutest little sweetheart ever, or he's going to like get mad and like throw the ring. No. I can't. He wouldn't do that. But like, is he going to be shy? Is he going to want me to walk with him? Like, it could literally go one way or the other, but like most likely it's going to go great. And it is because we're not going to manifest negative things, guys. So yeah, I'm excited, but like I need to figure out where I'm staying because the hotel she suggested is like $700 a night and we're staying 2 nights and that's $1,400 and just like, I don't have that kind of money to just give for my weekend, which also happens to be on my birthday weekend, kind of, because like it's like the weekend of the 13th and then my birthday is on the 16th, that next Monday. By the way, I'm going to be 32. Like that's old and embarrassing. Like I'm into my 30s. Like it's no longer like, oh, I'm 30, flirty and thriving. Like, no, I'm like fucking 32 and I still haven't figured my life out. Like what is happening? What is actually happening? But Lucas is turning 30. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we're going to a wedding. That's on the 13th, 14th. Lucas's birthday is on the 8th, October 8th. So, oh my gosh. The string of birthdays and holidays and events used to start on Lucas's dad's birthday, which was September 29th. And then after that, every weekend is an event, okay? Like an event or a holiday or a birthday. But now Milo was born on September 28th. So now it's Milo's birthday that starts the string of events. So it goes Milo's birthday, Lucas's dad's birthday, Lucas's birthday on October 8th, my birthday on October 16th. Who the fuck still wants to party after the 4th weekend of parties? Like we got Milo's birthday, then we got his dad's birthday, then we got Lucas's birthday, and then it's my birthday. And like everybody's like, I'm sorry, Victoria, I'm partied out. Like I can't hang. This is too much. Like I can't be drunk again 4th weekend in a row. Because everybody's going to get drunk on Milo's birthday, right? Oh, by the way, I'm not doing it at a house this year. Number one, I would do it at my mom's house, but her house is like under construction because she's like doing a pool and all of that. So definitely next year we'll be doing like a pool party, 1000%. But so this year I literally chose one of those like places that you do with kids. And I told myself I would never do that because it's just chaotic and there's kids running around everywhere. The only reason why I'm doing it is because the place that we picked, it for your time period, it like doesn't let anybody else come into the play area. Like you have the whole place to yourself basically for 2 hours. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So it'll just be like us and our people and our kids running around, which is less chaotic and we can make a mess there and not worry about it. And yeah, it's just, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So, so yeah, we're going to do that. And then this is Lucas's 30th birthday. Like that's a big one. What the fuck am I going to do for Lucas? Send me ideas, send me feedback, send me input because I have no idea. I suck at planning birthdays, but it's his 30th. Like it has to be like somewhat big, right? So yeah, let's figure it out. Moving on to the last topic. Well, actually it's a little story time for you guys because I legit almost divorced Lucas the other night because he really almost fumbled the fucking ball, like big time. So here's what happened. Lucas likes to call me a 56-year-old if I go like 2 days without having sex. And he's like, God, you're such a 56-year-old. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, cool. Sorry. Like, and I tell him, I'm like, if me and you are not emotionally connecting throughout the day and actually you're doing a bunch of things that annoy me or turn me off, like I can't just like be horny and want to have sex with you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just can't. Like, there's some girls that can like separate the emotional connection and the physical connection. But like for me, those things are intertwined. If you are really like having a great, emotionally intelligent day and really connecting with me on lots of different levels, then like I'll want to fuck you. Okay. So anyways, yeah, if I just let like a couple days go by or whatever, he's like, oh, my 56-year-old. So, anyways, the next day comes and I'm like, okay, I am going to do something different. I'm going to pull out some lingerie, something I don't do. I literally have like maybe 2 outfits and I really need to get more outfits because they're honestly kind of fun. And so I put this outfit on and it was something he got for me like a while ago, like on a birthday. He got me some lingerie on my birthday. What the hell? Like, cause that's for him. So it's like, okay. Anyways, it's nice though. I like it. It's cool. It's like really, I don't know. I feel like a dominatrix or something. Is that correct? Like, I don't know. It has like so many like, I don't know, but it's cool. And I look really hot in it. So I was like, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to like set the vibe in the room. Like by that, I just mean like dim the lights and I can turn the lights like pink or like whatever. So I just like set it to hot pink and I like dim the lights. Okay. And I'm like, I'm going to text him that like I need him to come to the room really quick. And then I'm just going to be like in the lingerie and he's going to walk in and whatever. And while I'm like getting this ready and stuff and putting the lingerie on, he's playing his video game because he goes through phases with the video game. So he'll like take a month off where he like doesn't play and we like hang out a lot and like watch shows. And then he'll like get addicted to it again and he will play like every single night for like 2 weeks or I mean honestly for a long time. So he's in one of those like phases where he's playing and he's like addicted to the game again. So he's like playing the game and then but he gets like breaks in the game, like it's Call of Duty. So like they like do a match and then like they like get a few minutes of a break. Anyways, I had the door locked while I was putting on the lingerie because I didn't want him to like walk in while I was putting it on because that would just ruin it. So I had the door locked, and then like so I get it on, have the lights like how they're supposed to be, and I literally like walk over to the door to unlock it so I can like then text him and he can just come in. And as I was like unlocking the door, he was literally coming into the room to like check on me. So I like put my body against the wall behind the door, and I covered my mouth because I was like laughing because I was like, oh shoot, he caught me. I didn't get to send the text, but like I'm in the lingerie, so like he's gonna see me in the lingerie and we're gonna get into it. Like, okay, this kind of works out. Like perfect timing. At least I had it on when he like went to come open the door. Whatever. So I like am against the wall. I'm covering my mouth. He's like looking for me because I'm like behind the door. And then he like closes the door and he sees me and my hand's like over my mouth and I'm like cracking up and I'm in this lingerie, something that is not normal for me to do. And he's like, what are you doing? And he's laughing and I'm laughing and I'm like waiting for the vibe to like for us to like, you know, like, okay, ha ha ha, this is funny. You caught me. I'm in lingerie. Now let's get into it. And he's like, oh my gosh, what an idiot. This motherfucker. I'm standing there in lingerie, guys, looking hot as fuck with the lights. The lights. Like, you know what the fucking situation is, okay? This motherfucker says like, oh, are you gonna come out to the living room and hang out like while I finish playing the game? I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. Like, you're absolutely fucking kidding me. And then he's like, no, I want to see you like walk around in it and stuff. And I'm like, no, I can't believe that you didn't right now just like throw me up on the bed or like push me against the wall and like get into things. Like, are you joking? Like, what? And he's like, okay. Sorry. Let me go tell the guys that I'm not coming back. And I'm like, tell the guys that you're not coming back? Tell the guys that you're not coming back. So you're going to pause what could have transpired here, right? This second, in this moment, to tell the guys you're worried about what the guys are doing right now. I don't give a fuck if they're waiting for you. I don't give a fuck if they're blowing up your phone. And you shouldn't give a fuck either. You should be having sex with me right now. And you wonder why I don't do things like this because you've been begging for some spontaneous moment. And then here you fucking have it. And then you want to ruin the spontaneity of it by saying, hold on, let me go tell the guys that I'll be right back or that I'm getting off. Like, absolutely fucking not. Or you've got to be fucking kidding me. And he's like, okay. I'm sorry. So he like leaves the room, probably to go tell the fucking guys. And I just like, in that moment, I had another moment where I was like, I can either lose my shit right now and it can lead to me being like, no, I'm not having sex with you now. No, I'm not doing this. I'm taking this stupid shit off. Like, this was so dumb. I shouldn't have done this. I can either do that, which is what I would have done every single time before and twice on Sunday, or I can just give him shit for it and I can let it go and I can have some good sex and just give him a pass because he's not used to it. He forgets how it was supposed to work. He forgets that in movies, it's supposed to go like this. And my fairy tale is supposed to happen like this. Because he's a fucking guy and he's dumb as fuck. So I'm like, I'm going to give him a pass. And I do. And I got in the bed with the covers on me so he could think for a second that I was like going to take the lingerie off and completely and totally say, fuck you. But he took the covers off of me. I still had the lingerie on. I was like, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're literally a fucking idiot. Like, look at me. Look at me. And then we got into it and it was good. It was a good time. And I'm glad I didn't spend the rest of my night being pissed off and annoyed. And it would have been something that like I didn't want even more. And hopefully he knows for next time not to be a literal dumbass. But yeah, that could have ended badly. But yo, I have self-control and I made the decision to not freak the fuck out because guess what, guys? You are in control of your emotions. You are in control of your feelings. You are in control of what you do next, what you say next. And ultimately, you are just in control of the way your life turns out. You get to decide. And Lucas is fucking spying on me right now. So I'm glad that this is the end of the episode. And babe, what do you want? Babe, please don't ever like spy on me again. I just came to say hi. Oh, hi. I'm finishing up. So, yeah, that could have been bad, but you guys, it's so powerful and freeing and amazing to just be in control of your reactions. And I hope that this has given you guys a little, I don't know, inspiration to not get so whacked out at things that upset you. Because when you get so whacked out and stressed out at things that upset you, being whacked out and stressed out doesn't fix it. Usually. It usually only makes you like feel worse about it and you just cry and like whatever. But remember, be in the feeling, which I was. I called him out on it. I told him he's an idiot. And then I spoke to myself and I said, Victoria, you're not going to ruin your night just because you want to now ruin his night. So, yeah, I love you guys. I mean it. And I'm going to have a guest on next episode, 1000%. I love you. And sorry I look like a fucking crackhead today. I know I look gross. My hair looks gross. My face looks gross. My under eye circles are gross. But you guys, I think I'm going to go watch Love Island now and eat some chocolate and scroll on TikTok and just be a bum. I love you. Mean it. Bye.